Attention! The following video may contain fun, humor, profanity, personal opinions, political incorrectness, and so on. If you are under the age of 18 or are easily offended by something as simple as gendered words, then I suggest you turn this video off and watch something more suited to you. Something like Sesame Street. Don't say I didn't warn you.
How dare you!
G'day guys, welcome to the channel. Today's video we have something interesting on the workbench, and it's all about the SkyRC Professional tire warmer. Now I decided to purchase one of these going into no prep drag racing. I mean, I know I sound like I'm getting a bit crazy with it, but decided to go with one of these to help with tire warming, obviously. I've noticed on a few pages I've seen guys using these, and it got me thinking, would it benefit me? And I thought about it. And one of the reasons why I decided to go with this is where I live in Australia, and especially right now as I'm filming this, it's currently autumn or fall for my American viewers, and we're going into winter. Now, where I live in Australia, it does get very cold during the winter. And I know some of you are probably thinking, it gets cold in Australia, right? Well, here's a short little clip from my backyard last year. Alright, so as you saw, it gets cold. So one of the things, the reason why I decided to get this was to help make it easier to heat the tires up. Now I know some of you guys are probably thinking, oh, just do a burnout. Yeah, I could just do a burnout. However, the issue is, when you do a burnout, you put the motor, the speed controller, under a lot of strain. And also, it drains the battery faster because you're holding the car and it's trying to take off, but you're holding it in a spot, so it's putting it under a lot of extra load. So, and not only that, you wear out your tires quicker. So I thought to myself, might as well give this a go. So what we'll do now is we'll have a look at it on the bench. Alright guys, so here it is. I mean, I could have done an unboxing, but I mean, these have been out for a while and a few other YouTubers have done videos on them, so there's really no point in doing a ta-da, unboxing sort of thing. So this is what you get. So when you open the box, first thing you do get is your instruction manual. It's pretty easy to follow. You get the unit itself. You get two pairs of tire warmers that plug in at each end. So you got this end for the rear, for the rear, and another plug on this side for the front. Now I haven't used the side yet because, well, at the moment I'm just doing a little bit of testing, and really you only need to heat up the rear tires. So the side with this one, there are two variations you can get. But it's the same unit, but you get different kind of tire warmers that go onto your tires. Now one, you know what, I'll show you the box, guys. Give me a quick second, just bear with me. So one version is this, where this is just the standard box that you get with each one. One is you get the little cups. They're for your 10th scale cars, so your electric and nitro touring cars to heat up the tires. However, since that no prep drag tires are basically made around short course size tires, you need the belts. So this one, the one I got, you get 2 pairs of these belts. So you got them right here, and these wrap around the tires, and it's as simple as that. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to pause it here for a moment, and I'll get it all set up, and I will go through with you how it all works. Alright guys, so here we have the machine all started up. Now it's saying front, right, front, left, connect error. Basically it's saying it can't sense the plug. That doesn't matter. So we have the tires all set up, and so basically, so what we do now is we will hit any key. You got to hit it twice because it can't sense, like I said, it can't sense the front, the other plug that goes in there. But you can operate it with or without it. So now we got our settings here. Now I'm hoping you can see it. Because I'm looking through the screen, it does look a little fuzzy here. But we got setup. So we got quick warm. We got 2 steps and 3 steps, and user setup. Now you can adjust everything to your preference. So temperature display, here in Australia we measure our temperature in degrees Celsius. Obviously in the United States your degrees Fahrenheit, so you can adjust that. Oop, hang on a sec. There you go. So that's Fahrenheit, but I'm an Aussie, so it's Celsius. It shows you the version. It gives you safety time, so 120 minutes. Supply, so you can with this you can either have it on the side here. It's got DC input 12 to 18 volts, so I am running it off my old LRP power supply there, which is 13.8 volts. Well, according to this though, it's 13.9, so that's what's currently going. So cutoff voltage is 11.8. So if you're out and about and you don't have a power supply, on this side here, guys, you've got an XT60 plug, and you can plug in a 4S LiPo. I do recommend though that if you are going to use a 4S LiPo, that you have one with quite a high C discharge rating. So I would recommend something like 80, maybe, you know, around 60 to 8, or maybe, yeah, you could probably get away with 60C. I would recommend something higher than that, because from what I've been reading, these need a constant 8 amp current going through them while they're operating. So you don't want to puff your LiPo battery. So I do recommend a good quality 4S LiPo. Then you can adjust your beat tones here. You can have, say you got minimum temp of 20 degrees. And given that it's fairly cool in my house at the moment, I can feel this is a little bit warm at the moment, so it'll automatically start raising it to 20 degrees. So that's that. So we go back. So 2 steps. You can set the countdown timer hang on a sec guys, you can set your front and your rear temperatures, so you might want to have your front tires a little hotter than the rear or vice versa, or you can set them at the same. So there's your time delay, your countdown, and so forth. Three steps, it's pretty much the same thing. You can have it start delay. So for instance, if you're racing, you can have it set for say 5 minutes before the race or 10 minutes before the race, and it'll count down and it will start heating your tires up before you go onto the track, and then it'll yeah, alright, so it's already set up. So what I'm going to do now, because I'm not racing or anything like that, and at the moment I'm just by myself, we're going to do quick warm. And give me a sec guys, I gotta turn this off. Okay. Okay, so quick warm. What I've already preset this. Even though that's not connected, it'll show what you want your front tires to be and your rear. And because we're only doing rear, I've got it set at 70 degrees Celsius, so whatever that is in Fahrenheit, guys. So we're just going to do quick warm. So at the moment, it's warming up now. I'm really hoping you can see that going up there. So, and it does get fairly warm to the touch. So it warms up nicely. And so here you got your indicators. So as you obviously, this side isn't connected, so it's not lighting up. And here it's lit up. So you got left rear and right rear. And at the moment the LEDs are showing red. So, and the temperature is still climbing nicely. So when it gets to its set temperature, which in this case is 70 degrees Celsius, you can convert that to Fahrenheit if you want. It will go green when it reaches the set or the desired temperature. So I'm going to quickly phase out and phase back with the magic of video editing, and we'll be back. Alright guys, so we're almost at temperature. There we go. One went green. And there we go, guys. Now, as you can see here, the lights flicker between green and red. Give it a second. So what happens is, once it reaches its optimum tire temperature or desired temperature, it will stop, and naturally it will start to cool down. There's sensors all through this, and it will sense when it drops below the temperature, and it will go up again, and it will just try and keep it at that optimum temperature. So I'm feeling this here, and they feel good. So it's all very well to say it works good. What we're going to do now is we are going to give this a good test now and head out to our test area and see how good this thing does compared to doing a burnout. Alright guys, we are at an old testing area. The current one that I usually go to is a sports day on, and the car park is absolutely chock-a-block full, so we're having to go here today. So currently got the tyre warmers going, so it'll be an interesting test. Got both cars here. These will be in separate videos too, as I'm filming other stuff. So it'll be an interesting test to see how these go. I've just given the area a quick blowdown, but it will be an interesting test to see how this goes with tyre warmers instead of doing a burnout. So let's wait and see. Alright guys, here's the first test. See how we go. I expect this to fail miserably because it is cold, but let's see how we go. As I expected. Alright, made a bit of adjustment on the ESC. Hopefully we have a bit more success this time. Start. What signal is for? Come on. Okay. Alright. Alright, that wasn't too bad. I might just, it is really cold and it does take a while for this this tyre warmer to do its thing, so I will put this down and we'll compare a burnout. Alright, let's see how we go this time. Wow. Okay, stop, read. Okay, that was 71 km an hour. Now that's about what I did before with the old motor in it, however different surface, different area, different temperature. So I will give this a break and I'm going to film my other car for a different video and we'll go from there. Well guys, the SkyRC tyre warmer was pretty good. Actually quite impressed with how it went. As I've mentioned, we're in autumn now, or fall, I believe you call it in the States, right now in Australia, and the town that I live in does get really cold, as you saw from that video clip, and today was no exception. May not have any snow, but it was probably the best part of about 8 or 9 degrees Celsius. So it was a cold wind, it's windy, and the surface temperature of the tarmac was quite cold. But I did notice that even the car did perform a little bit better once if I had the tyre warmers on for a few minutes and then did a quick burnout just to raise that temperature up again, because of the time it takes to take the tire warmers off, put the body on, and put it down on the ground. So I did find that, however, the temperature, I would say, is a big factor. So yeah, I'm quite happy with the tire warmer setup. I'm definitely going to be using it more, and yeah, I would say it's pretty successful. It'll be actually interesting to see how well it performs through the winter and in summer as well. So that is the end of this video, guys. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and until then, enjoy your hobby, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.